Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly tarot horoscope reading for April 18th to the 24th. All right, I just said that in a really dorky way. I'm sorry about that. This is for Leo, Sun, and Rising. While it's a general reading, if you've seen my other videos, you know I get really specific. Now, I use, obviously, tarot, a little bit of astrology, and my guides to lead your reading. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time in astrology this week. There's not a lot going on. The sun is going into Taurus. Mercury went into Taurus recently. And we also have that eclipse in Taurus next weekend. Listen, Leo, that is your 10th house of career, achievements, honors. Listen, it's huge. A lot of activity in work right now, okay? Well, if you've seen my other videos, you'll also know I mentioned that Venus went into Pisces in the beginning of the month. And then Jupiter conjuncted Neptune in Pisces. Last week, that is a rare aspect. And when I say rare, like one of a kind, we're lucky to live through this sort of moment. You can look at my other videos where I talk a little bit more about that, but it really is just, it's insane. And listen, that's your 8th house. That's, you know, joint partnerships. That's, you know, some Leos could be getting married. There's a lot happening in that house too, in a good way. And trust me, these are positive aspects, okay? And so why don't we go ahead and start your reading to see what's in store for you. All right, Leo? Okay, here we go. Now I do the Celtic cross spread. And you'll notice that you may not see all the cards on the screen. I do private readings, personal readings, and I use a different computer. And so it just gets really weird. And so what I'm going to do, so what I usually do is just hold the cards up. You know, I can actually like change, I'll put this down a little bit too so you can see it. But I'll usually hold the cards up to the screen. The most important thing is just the message that's coming through, okay? So, here we go. Now, I'm already getting goosebumps, Leo. I'm already getting goosebumps. This is insane. This is insane, okay? Gosh, a lot of work activity, a lot of work stuff here, but also like, okay, we'll get to it. First of all, you got the Judgment card. Okay, I love this card. I love this card. I don't think this card gets enough credit, and it rarely shows up in my readings for some reason. You're very lucky to get this. It's just saying that right now, you're probably going through some sort of awakening. Now, Leo, whether you are spiritual or religious or not, you are having some sort of awakening. This is Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet, right? And so when he blows the trumpet, the dead are arising, okay? This doesn't mean that you're dead and you're coming alive. Metaphorically, or maybe, you know, like figuratively, it means that you've had some moment where you're just like, oh, damn, I see now. You're having this major awakening. It could be very spiritual, you know. This is a very spiritual card, I'm not gonna lie. But if you don't consider yourself spiritual in any sense, it could be an awakening that you've had in career. You had some sort of moment of clarity. You had something happen to you recently where you're like, oh my gosh, I see everything now. I get it. And I'm going to move with this. I'm going to move forward with this. Also, you're obtaining a lot of wisdom when you see gray in tarot, like these gray people. It usually represents wisdom. Now, you did pull the 8 of Swords. Now, okay, so whatever is happening in your life right now, Leo, where you are having this awakening and when you are having this new way of seeing things and maybe a new vision approaching life or approaching work or approaching relationships, you want to be careful that you don't feel bound and trapped, all right? Listen, she put herself here. I'm not going to even lie about that. Nobody put her there. She put herself there. And so she represents you. And it's so easy. Like sometimes when we feel like, you know, we're really bound in a situation or feel like we can't like move forward in a way, all you have to do is just take off the blindfold. It's just that easy, all right? And I know that make it sounded easier than it sounds, but with your spread right here, this looks like it's not even gonna be that much of a challenge for you, okay? There might be a point for some Leos through this awakening where it is such a big awakening, it's almost intimidating. It's almost like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. And I'm not surprised. I would not be surprised considering what's been happening for Leos lately and what's been happening, you know, astrologically. It's been a very, very heavy month in terms of like aspects. People are going through major life changes right now. It is insane. Yours is definitely work related, like in the best way possible. Okay. So one of the things that brought you to this moment of clarity, you had some sort of opportunity come to you recently, all right? You probably got a new job. You probably got a promotion. Leos, you probably had some sort of good news come through, okay? This usually represents to material wealth. It also like is connected to like the money that you make through work, but you had some sort of news come through. You had some sort of like monetary gain. The Eight of Pentacles really, you know, it ushers in change. The biggest minor arcana to usher in change, but at the same time, related to income, finances, money, all right? And so that recently should have happened for a lot of Leos. If it hasn't happened to you yet, just wait for it, okay? And sometimes it's not like as big as we think it's going to be, and sometimes it's major, okay? So when I say like promotion, you could have gotten a promotion with a little bit of like a salary bump or something. Anyway, whatever had happened brought you this clarity, this new awakening, okay? So maybe you, let's say you do have a job and you did get a raise and you did get a salary bump, and maybe it was even just a little bit. It made you realize, oh my God, I have a lot of value and I can do this and I can do it really well. And maybe I can look for a different job that pays more than this. Or, you know, I'm not encouraging you to go look for another job. I'm just saying something like that could have brought this awareness, this awakening. All right. Also spiritually, you could have had some sort of, maybe someone helped you out. Maybe your parents gave you, you know, $100,000 to put down on a house or something. And that woke you up spiritually. And you're like, I'm going to be a better person. I love this karmic thing going on. And I love this like philanthropic. I just love I want to share now. Do you know what I mean? Like it can come in so many different forms. Again, really strong emphasis on work here though for Leos. That's the energy I'm getting. Now, top of your head, Knight of Cups. Some Leos are really thinking about love, okay? That's not even a question. Knight of Cups is really interesting. It's a little, he's very complex, I'm not gonna lie. And it's funny because not enough tarot readers talk about this. Knight is very fiery. Cups is water. How complex is that, right? So, but what I love about the Knight of Cups is he is the traditional, like when you think of fairy tales, like the knight in shining armor, and it really does represent new love coming in, and it's on the top of your head, okay? For a lot of Leos, it's work related too. You can see the wings of imagination on his helmet, on his shoes. So this is all about creativity. There's a lot of like movement in the mind. There's some Leos are looking at things, part of this awakening, with a new creative mindset, looking at things in a very new way, like in a new visionary way. But for other Leos, you know, you do have romance on your mind. And I'm not surprised with that. Again, remember, there is a lot of activity in your 8th house of partnerships. And for some in Leos here for love, wow. Keep that open. Keep thinking. Now, deep down inside, a lot of Leos are going to have, speaking of partnerships, there's a lot of Leos who actually want to enter a workforce. I just got that huge message, but also like this is just confirming that. So this is a big card for collaboration and teamwork, okay? So this is what's kind of like going on beneath you in Leos. It looks like there's some of you maybe entering a partnership or a new job or starting some new collaboration. Collab if you're a Gen X, because I think that's the word you use. Anyway, take a look at the card. Look, it is the stonemason consulting with the architects. He cannot build the cathedral without the architects. They cannot do it without the stonemason. This is very synergetic energy. This is, you know, working with a team to make things come to fruition, okay? That's what you're really seeking. Some Leos really want to, you know, maybe you work from home, maybe you work remotely, maybe you've been a freelancer for a long time, but in any case, like, you really want to enter a team like environment, and for a lot of Leos that's going to happen in a big way. And you know what it's going to do, whether you enter a team environment or not, you're still going to see a lot of gains. Okay, you pulled the King of Pentacles. This is huge, 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 especially because it fell in your future area of the spread. Now the King of Pentacles, I call him the Elon Musk of the tarot spread. Whether you like Elon Musk or not, he's a billionaire, okay? And he did everything right to get where he's at. He deserves to sit in this throne. He played by the books. He worked hard. People respect him. People love him. People admire him. You know, maybe some people don't like him, but, you know, out of jealousy, or maybe they just don't like the way he thinks. At the end of the day, this is all about money. This is all about success. You want to be as successful as Elon Musk. He is the most financially successful person in the tarot deck, and that is on your mind, and that is what's going to happen because there is a lot of activity in your 10th house of career, honors, and goals, and your 8th house of partnerships and joint financial matters. And oh my goodness, look at the week you're gonna have, Leo. Like, come on, get excited. That's insane. That's insane. So stay focused, stay open, keep your positive energy like just flowing, because you're going to help all this manifest. And it all started with this awakening, all right? Gosh, that's great. Okay, moving on to your stuff. Oh, by the way, if you like this reading, it would be so amazing and great if you could like and subscribe. That really helps me out. And because I'm new at this, it makes me feel really good about myself. So if you can press that button, that would be great. Moving on to your stuff. It gets even better. Leo, this week, I'm not even going to lie, is going to be insane for you in the craziest way. I just got a message that you are going to get some sort of message, or some Leos are getting some sort of message work related this week. You may have already gotten it, maybe, again, like, you got a new job, you got a promotion, you got that recruiter called you back about a job, you got some collaboration going, you got like the approval to start, you know, your own website. Something is happening. You're going to get some sort of message. Now, okay. Did you get, yeah. You got the World. Okay. So, no, I was looking at your other card because you also got Judgment, and then the World comes after Judgment. This is it. All right. Prepare. You better be prepared for this new life cycle you're entering. You're entering a major, major new life cycle. Major. I'm not even joking. This is major, major, major arcana energy. It's the end of your journey. This is the end of one life cycle and the beginning of another, okay? There's a lot of attachments to work here. We're putting a lot of energy into work and partnerships, by the way, but wow, you got the World. I can go a little bit deeper into that, but I just wanted to show you real quickly. You also got the Eight of Pentacles. So now, what that means is, here, let me just hold it up again. What that means is you are working really hard, all right? Don't think like, I'm sure, like there may be a little bit of luck that comes with a lot of your successes. This is proving you've earned it, biatch. You've earned it. This is the most talented, most hardworking person in the tarot deck, okay? He's starting to build his legacy, and you are in the process of this new life cycle. We're starting to build your legacy, and there is, like I said earlier, I got that message. You are going to get a message, something about career-related, but this is someone who is starting to build his legacy. He's so focused. He's the most determined. He's ready to make things work. And this is also, because this is in your external factors area, you're going to hear something this week. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. You know, seeds are being planted as we speak, Leo. Gosh, I'm like jealous of your reading. Okay, so how funny is that? You got the Nine of Cups. Can your reading not get any better? So this is the wish card. This is the wish comes true card. And that's what you've been wanting. You've been wanting this wish to come through true. I'm getting a really like strong emotional energy, and it's really like, listen, I'm an Aquarius, so I don't like we're robots, we don't cry, but I'm like on the verge of tears because everything is everything that you've worked toward, you worked so hard for, and you put so much effort and so much passion and so much soul into it, and you really, really you're in a moment where you're seeing it start to manifest, and I love that for you. And you really want this, okay? So that's passion, Leo. You're so passionate. Last card, okay? The King of Swords. How much do we love the King of Swords? A lot, okay? This is very personal to you, Leo, okay? This is very personal because the King of Swords is not only like the smartest person on the deck, he's so intelligent. He's sitting in this throne because he uses his head, not his heart, all right? This is all about power. This is all about authority. This is you grabbing life by the horns and you having nothing to hide. One thing that I want to point about the King of Swords, okay? He is the only king that's looking directly at you, okay? Two things there: confidence. Secondly, is nothing to hide. It's all about truth, okay? So, be true to yourself. Be true to others. Own this manifestation of yours. Own everything that's going to happen. And it's all going to be amazing. And you're in a really good place. King of Swords and the final outcome. Like, listen, that's two kings you pulled. You pulled two of the strongest major arcanas. Like, I'm really excited to see what happens for you, Leo. I'm really excited. Please, feel free to leave comments on what's happening in your life. I love hearing what's going on. Again, if you can like and subscribe, that would be amazing. That really helps me out. And I guess that's it. Yeah, I'm just really excited for you. I'm excited for what's going to happen for you this week. So thanks for listening, and I will see you next week. Bye.